Isaza lived to a ripe old age, and his fame spread all over the country. The ruler of the underworld, Nyamiyonga, heard of Isaza's fame and sent a messenger to Isaza with 6 requests. The requests were in form of clues: the measure of time, the rope that arrests water, what makes Isaza turn to look behind, one who knows no duty, one who knows no suffering or cares and becomes drunk without alcohol, the door that shuts out poverty. Could you guess what these clues meant? Well, neither did the Omukama. The Omukama could not figure out the clues and thus sent for his council of elders, but they too failed to crack them. In the home of Saza Chief Kogere lived a young maid. This maid overheard her mistress talking about the clues and she vowed she could decode them. Chief Kogere was surprised by the maid's confidence and thus took her in the presence of the Omukama. Omukama Isaza asked, "Are you sure you know the answers to these clues?" "Yes, I know the answers," replied the maid. She requested for a cock to be brought to her and said, "This is the measure of time." She then asked for water, heated it in a pot, mixed millet flour in it and made it into dough. "This is the rope that arrests water." Then she asked for a calf to be brought into the Omukama's palace. When the calf was struggling to enter the door, it let out a cry that made the Omukama to turn, and she said, "That is what makes Isaza turn." She asked for a dog that was brought in her presence and it was given a smoking pipe. But the dog ignored the smoking pipe and she said, "That is the one with no sense of duty." She asked for a baby and when it was brought, she placed the baby in Isaza's lap. The baby touched Isaza's chin, laughed and wetted Isaza's clothes. That's the one who behaves like a drunkard without alcohol and has no sense of duty. Finally, she called upon the ruler of the underworld's messengers. "Did your ruler give you anything else?" The messengers opened their baskets and presented 2 coffee beans. The sharing of tainted coffee beans was a sign of blood brotherhood. The Omukama was hashed away into another hut and was advised to use the gatekeeper's blood and not use his own. King Nyamiyongo of the underworld wouldn't know the difference, the Saza chiefs argued. Isaza followed the advice of his chiefs and used Bukuku, the gatekeeper's blood, in exchange of Nyamiyonga's blood. Bukuku made the bond of friendship by swallowing the coffee bean with Nyamiyonga's blood, shared his own skin and smeared the other coffee bean to take back to the underworld as part of the Chitara culture of building blood brotherhood.